KSW.
I just yap and flap. Oh, hi, how are you?
Hey, look at these guys.
There he is. It's Rick
Jones, the man. Yeah.
So I just was thanking Rick for coming in here and doing a great service for men that just want to make sure that they get treated fairly as possible. And really also for the kids too, so that they can get to see their mom and dad, and without all the stress and without all the pressure. And it's great if dad feels like at least he's got a chance to be able to be treated fairly. And Rick, you guys at Goldberg and Jones, you give him the best shot. You give him the best shot over there.
We do what we can. We can't help you if you don't call.
So 1-800-DIVORCE, Steve. That's 1-800-DIVORCE.
Yeah.
And we never got an answer from Steve.
Oh, look at this.
We can do it for the video blog a little bit because I forgot to do it, on air. So, Rick, I don't know if he's going to call you about a prenup as Steve's about to get married, as you know. Steve, what's your view on
I am going to call Rick to see what he's doing for the UFC and for 4th of July.
Oh, wow. See?
We have a friendship relationship, not a business relationship.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you planning to do with somebody a prenup?
No prenup, BJ.
Wow.
I've waited 35 years. I'm pretty certain that I'm okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
I got nothing.
Wow. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. You know what? We're going to talk to Steve about this tomorrow.
No, we're not.
Okay. Oh, I guess we're not going to talk to Steve
Taking
about
tomorrow off.
All right. So, well, Steve, this can only go bad.
How can it go bad? If everything works out fine, then everything's cool.
So you say everything works out, but as you see how it can't work out,
right,
and everything you do, you're rolling the dice that in 5-10 years it's all going to be okay.
Well, for me, I think rolling the dice would have been marrying some of the other idiots I've been in relationship with in my life. But
Agreed.
This one, I've waited this long because I didn't want to get married to some idiot that might do something like that. So I found someone that I feel 100% confident about, and that's why I'm putting a ring on her finger. And that's why I feel safe about it.
Let's just say she's not. Let's say she's not an idiot. Let's just say you guys decide. You know what? In 10 years, 15 years, you realize, hey, we're good people. You're not a bad person, not a bad person, but we fall out of love, which is reasonable. Then she goes to a lawyer, and the lawyer says, "Do you realize you can get A, B, and C?" And there's nothing you're going to be able to do about that. And she's, for no good reason, you just end a marriage. Like Al and Tipper Gore, if we believe them, they still really think each other are great guys. They're
40
just
years, he's F.
And he's
That's
out.
why I keep my girl away from Larry David.
All right, so it's just from a business standpoint, there's no reason not to get a prenup. It's not going to hurt you if you go in and say, "This is what I'm going to give you if we get divorced."
Will it make it weird though? I think it'll make
It'll put a huge wrench on a relationship if you say, "I see doom coming, an inevitable doom about to happen," when I feel like I found the right person. I think there are women that the writing's on the wall, that you're with somebody, there could be a screw loose where this person, you probably should get them to sign the paperwork. I don't feel that way with the woman that I'm with.
So here's the thing, and I'm going to take Steve out of the equation. Rick, this is exactly what's going on. There is this nonsensical emotional response to something that is a business agreement, and boy, that is hard to defeat. It really, really is. What Steve said, I get, but it has nothing to do with business, because getting a prenup should not affect whether or not you love somebody or not. It's really just a business situation.
That's right.
Don't you think logically it won't, but don't you think, though, it will?
Well, again, because of the emotion tied to it, but there's no reason for that emotion to be there, but it is there. If I hired someone to come do my house, if I hired someone to fix my car, if I hired anybody at all, even my friend, it's still good business to get to be protected as much as possible.
Sure.
But if I let emotion come into play, I'm a bad business person. And that's the thing, the whole line with Donald Trump and the Apprentice, it's not personal, it's business. But with marriage, we make it personal, even though in reality, it is business. And that's what's effing over a lot of people, in my opinion.
Well, marriage is a contract to begin with, so the state's recognizing that it's a business relationship already. One of the reasons they call it a dissolution in Washington, not a divorce, is that's the same language they use when you dissolve a business. You go through a dissolution of a corporation.
And I don't think anyone ever goes into, maybe politicians, but not a lot of people go into a relationship looking at it as a business venture.
And that's
so
the problem.
It's kind of hard to make the separation.
You're right, Stephen. That's the problem, because it is. Even though you in your mind would go, but it's not, but you find out just how much a business relation it is when it goes bad, and you realize, wow, not only is it a business relationship, but it was a business relationship that was completely not in my favor. Wow. You don't see that until it goes bad. And even though now you don't think it's going to go bad, which is your emotion talking, because what else would it be? You love the woman, you wouldn't want to think it goes bad, but a business person can go, Well, yeah, but if it does go bad, you're entering into a really bad relationship, business-wise. It's like you're going, I'll give you almost everything and I'll take nothing if it goes wrong. But it never will go wrong. But a business person would go, well, no, I'm not going to sign a contract which favors one person more than the other. That's exactly what we men do with marriage. Bottom line, it is the worst business decision we make, but we make it with our heart. You never make a business decision with your heart.
Copy.
Never sign a contract with your heart. You sign a contract with your lawyer. Damn it, Steve! Damn it! Call 1-800-DIVORCE! Call Rick Jones! Beyond!
The BJ Shea Morning Experience on 99.9 KISW.